Okay, that's...
If anyone wishes to get back to on this, go to a place and get, a back to parlor, which is actually what they're called.
Back to parlor? That's the name,
We have like a 3 to 4 day jump ahead of us, so that'll be 3 or 4 hit points.
That 3 or 4 hit points is sleeping, but if you wish to use a back to, which can,
Yeah, to heal more, and Jay won't be fully fixed up within 3 to 4 days, so...
He's going to buy enough repair patches to be fixed.
Don't have to buy repair patches, you could just take an oil bath.
That's right, you get an oil bath.
Yeah. every hour spent in oil bath reduces the 1 wound as a lubrication helps facilitate the droid's self-diagnostic CL systems.
Oh.
It's the exact same thing with back to tanks.
Okay. And here I've just been taking oil baths for the hell of
it. Shit.
Yeah.
I think I'll buy 100 restraining bolts, Jordan.
What are you revoking? Just throwing bolts around?
God. Yes.
I don't have a restraining bolt. Just had to use it to threaten that little astromech.
Yeah, I have no idea what all I'm going to spend my stuff on yet, but you'll definitely have a list by next week.
Okay, and I'm buying Stalker.
You're buying Stalker?
The talent.
That sounds a little creepy. Get out of here.
Get out of here, Stalker.
Bang, Stalker.
Per rank of Stalker in all stealth and coordination checks. Well, aren't you fancy, Aaron?
I am.
I agree with this. I am, in fact, fancy.
I'm going to take the chance to restock on whiskey.
Actually, no, I'm taking dodge.
Why won't you dodge?
The getting hit actually made Aaron realize that...
See, with the thought in mind, we're going to be going into some wild space, folks, so anything that might assist on, like, a possible survival excursion into the wilderness might be ideas to purchase.
Wild space!
Some of those things I would strongly suggest people... Like, if it's all party inclusive, we could even dip into party fund for a few things.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, you guys could spend some of your money, buying down your obligations.
Nope.
I can't.
I just, mail some money to the Hutt whose son I killed. Here you go. Sorry about the death. Here's some money.
That actually probably would go a little ways.
It'd probably be kind of insulting.
Does it really care about his
It depends on if it was an aggrandizing enough bribe.
He just adds that money to the bounty on my character's head.
Do you know how much the bounty on you is?
No. I don't.
Probably
only that it's an obligation of 20.
20. You have a bounty of 20 whole credits.
Yes.
Shit, guys, what are we waiting for?
Never be able to pay
Buy
it
all
off.
the Magna Cuffs.
Man, that would have nearly doubled my starting cash.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
More than doubled for some of you nerds.
Congratulations, everyone, on surviving.
Well, congratulations, Aaron, on surviving.
There were some sketchy moments for a few of
Had
us.
to fix it.
You took all that damage for me, Aaron. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I took a bunch for you as well.
I know. I could have taken all that damage from Ryan's character and then had all the extra damage from Jay's character, and,
You probably still would have been up.
See, I had used a stim pack there. Whenever we left, I had 6 wounds out of 21.
Now you have 5.
That's right, I have 5, and I'll be mostly healed up, but I'll still have that injury edge whenever we go in the next session, so I'll still be pissed for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Never even got shot.
That's right, you want to fight me?
You want to fight?
That's right, you want to fight?
Fight about it?
Yes?
Good!
So what's everyone else spending their XP on? Or do you not know yet?
I don't know yet.
I need more time to actually look through all of my crap. Okay. I have 4 trees I have to consider.
Have you ever considered the fact that maybe you went too far?
No.
Okay. Well, as
Never
long as-
even considered it. But now that you mention it,
Well,
Nah.
I'm strongly considering it and disagreeing.
Maybe
But-
they're right when they tell me I'm wrong.
well.
Nah.
Do you guys want to know what you missed in the vault?
Yeah, nah.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
I think I'd be happier just never knowing.
Okay.
Because
It's one of those things that's like,
exciting.
Well, there goes Aaron's first chance to get.
we couldn't justify taking the chance to go over there and getting stuck.
Considering how close Jay already came to dying,
Yeah.
no, we definitely couldn't have.
Look, you didn't know you were going to be that close to dying until that Gamorrean whacked you on the roof.
Did I?
You were very close, that's for sure.
Okay.
Don't let the Gamorreans close to melee.
Don't let vibro axes close to melee.
Look, I let that guy who rolled 2 triumphs close to melee, and I turned out alright.
Says the Wookiee.
Imagine what that plus 50 would have been if it went into the critical table.
Would have been alright.
That'd just be plus 40, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have killed me.
Fine, don't worry.
It might have hurt, but he didn't have a chance. His dreams were a failure, because that's what he did.
Because that's what he is.
That's right. Well, he's dead now. Or maybe
He-
maybe he survived all those injuries.
You
He
thought
wasn't
you
a
killed.
minion.
You thought you killed me.
He's going to become our nemesis that follows.
The nemesis who just keeps rolling triumphs without successes.
He will be our knight.
Just every single session, he just appears and tries to hit one of you with his vibro axe and fails.
All right.
Slowly getting more and more cyberized.
If Jay provides the materials, will Lissa help install mods on attachments he's getting?
Of course.
Okay. Will the R5 help her?
I can make it help me.
When you do it like that, the R5 is gonna be like, nope.
And then you make it help.
Then I go buy a bolt and be an asshole.
And then that's probably when Jay tries to kill you for buying a restraining bolt and putting it on a droid.
I don't know. Does
Does
it?
Jay still have the, droid rights motivation?
No.
I'm pretty sure Rakcharr would be angry about you doing that, seeing as how that's not what he intended the droid to be used for.
Yeah, it's less about motivation and more about Jesus.
The little droid doesn't want to help you to do it. It just wants to.
Hey, if he ain't gonna help, he ain't gonna help. That's fine.
Just wants to play Nintendo over there on the other side.
And will anyone else give her boost dice on the roll?
I really don't think anyone else would be able to give her boost dice.
I'm
even
not sure
Yeah,
if Jordan's going to allow me to exploit this
Yeah,
like that.
I'm pretty sure that's not how the Edge of the Empire system is built like that.
All right. Well, then to
Eh.
start things off, I'm gonna need you to make a hard mechanics check.
Yeah.
Hard mechanic. Well,
Like, I don't even know how boost dice are gotten aside from that, really. Then
Beneficial situations.
If you're doing it inside the engineering place, that could be +1.
definitely doing it inside.
You're doing
Okay.
it inside. You're doing it in the engineering bay, so that's 1 boost die right there. There's tools there.
so
Naruto.
that's hard. So 3 penalty dice.
Yes, 3 purples.
Purple dice there, not penalty dice.
Let's try. No.
All right. Well, scrap both of those and try again.
Keep trying.
Well,
Just keep trying.
Does it
I'm
ruin
throwing
them
away
on
the
No,
attachment,
say,
buying a new attachment, and
yeah,
trying again.
yeah, he just can't attempt to install that mod again. But
So I'm throwing away the entire attachment.
Sell it
Right.
back to somebody for half price and buy
Not
it?
even that price.
it's not like the attachment that's ruined because that doesn't require installing. It's the
No,
mods
Aaron's
that he's buying for the attachment.
Well, no. You can never attempt to install that mod on that attachment again.
He really wants that mod.
I want that mod.
Yeah, I was
Like
just explaining it.
I want that mod.
I want that cake.
Okay, so let's try that again. Cool.
Strain doesn't matter.
What is the
Alright.
attachment that you got affixed to it, or the mod for the attachment?
What?
What is the mod that you got affixed to your attachment?
Oh, I got the mechanical equivalent of a forearm grip for my wrist laser,
Okay.
and the accurate mod for it.
Ah.
That gives you a boost.
Gives me boost die.
What is the normal effect of that attachment?
It reduces the difficulty for engaged combat tests by 1.
Ah, okay.
So one
Oh, that's
purple instead of
okay.
two.
I see. The forearm grip is what
Yeah,
you said.
forearm grip.
That makes
Yeah.
sense suddenly.
Yep. So Jay's going to have dramatically increased control over his weapon now.
So when the
Hey.
weapon pops up on the top of his arm, a grip pops out of the bottom to hold on.
Are you going to modify your vibro axe at all, Aaron?
No. Not yet. I've got other things to spend the money on.
It hasn't soaked up enough blood yet.
Also, the VibroX can't be installed inside of him.
Damn it.
What? It could. It would just... There would be problems.
I'm gonna say no.
Replace the left hand with a vibro
Well,
edge.
yeah, no, I would just need to get an additional limb installed.
You just need to become a
A bit
tech
harder
priest.
than that.
It's really not.
Do you want to, Aaron? Who's the GM here?
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
I'm-
you should be the GM, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
You GM Edge the Empire next time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm torn whether I want to try to, like, what skills to pick up or whatever. There's
We-
too much shit I need.
We put one over on Forta, guys. We did it.
You sure did.
We got vengeance. Yeah.
Here's my question for you. Could I possibly buy a speeder bike?
And where are you gonna put it?
We've got a freighter.
Yeah.
We got a freighter with like 130 encumbrance of storage.
What kind of speeder bike are we talking about here?
Probably the Rarity 4 Aratex 74Z.
Let me take a look.
It's in the main book.
Just sounds like a bunch of nerds speak to me.
Z or the 74Z?
That's a military speeder bike.
We are on the bazaar where you can get all sorts of things.
Oh, there's actually a speeder I was looking at.
It's not a restricted.
That's a land speeder.
Yes.
It's also a bit.
So's the speeder bike.
Yeah.
And they have the same silhouette.
Yeah. But the speeder bike is technically smaller.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Yes.
Congrats.
Okay, and then I'm going
Good
to
talk.
pick up a laser sight for my wrist laser.
Okay.
Everyone can buy things.
Okay.
I am.
I'm just not sure that I want to buy it. And there's stim packs for one. But beyond that,
I think I must not have certain books enabled.
Probably not.
You might
I
not.
have
Speeder
all
bikes.
of them. I have all of them except for the Age of Rebellion beta and the unofficial species enabled.
Unofficial species.
Okay, there we go.
I just gotta subtract the 3K.
Should do that automatically when you purchase it.
I've got another sheet I'm also keeping.
Oh,
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah.
So did the session go as you had imagined it might, Jordan?
Well, I figured you guys would be fighting your way through everything. I didn't think you guys would just go like, well, we're not going to fight the first group. I'm like, okay.
Hey,
Well, we
man.
didn't need to.
Yeah,
As soon as
We
those
were
battles...
we were ready to, but
It's
we didn't need to, why provoke it?
I mean, the
the
Wookiee
most overlooked thing in fiction is just walk in like you own the place.
It's alarm,
Especially when we got the door to open casually.
Yeah,
Now, if we had fucked up on opening the door, then I would have expected a fight.
Yeah.
for sure, absolutely.
You guys fight. You guys got into about as much fight as I thought you would.
All right.
I was a
I
lot more
didn't think
effective than
Aaron
I
would
thought I
take
would
that much
be.
damage.
Yeah, that was really something.
Halfway through the first session of the campaign, almost lost a character.
Almost.
Well, rivals are supposed to be relatively your equal. Or supposed to be just below. Just rivals are supposed to be just below you guys in terms of
Rolling 3 proficiency, they're pretty beefy right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
he did 9 damage with a pierce value of 2, and Aaron's soak rating, is 5, and he had already incurred some prior damage. He was already
Which-
halfway dead.
To be fair, 5 is a very good soak rating.
yeah. Then the guy has pierce. The guy has pierce too. So,
I know.
and you have pierce.
I am fully aware of him having pierce too.
Aaron is pretty much intimate with that Vibrox.
Yeah.
He understands the nuances.
I'm pretty well acquainted with it.
Aaron had already spent time ogling the Vibrox and going, I want those hard points.
Like, damn.
Damn, girl.
Them hard points. Look at them hard points.
Okay, and I will add that vibro axe to my real sheet. I'll update it in MapTools in a while.
Oh, wow. The forward blaster has extreme range on that speeder bike.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah,
Faster
you
than-
can convert that into vehicular movement, and it's like short.
It's on personal scale.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's a
one-person vehicle.
light
Yeah.
repeating blaster.
Yeah.
It's like the smallest anti-vehicle weapon you can get.
That'll use what, gunnery?
Yeah. It uses gunnery. That's why they really don't care about selling them to you. I really don't care if you guys have them because
What are you going to do with it, right?
what are you gonna do? Is it fly at them with it?
I don't know.
Yes.
So, selling the antiquated heavy blaster and Gamorrean Vibroaxe, would those just be like at a 50%, or would they be dinged for further?
They'd be
They'd
down.
probably
You'd be
be way
getting
lower than
you'd be
that.
getting like 5% of that.
I think what standard you get
25%.
25%.
You get 25% if
I can try to negotiate for you.
Standard
but
is 25%?
of retail because you have to because if someone's buying this to resell it,
Yeah, and that's
have to-
assuming it's more or less fine to buy. These are hot. These are used.
they still have
There's
blood.
still
on
blood.
Exactly.
Okay.
you're still making straight
Mind
profit
you,
on them.
if you roll well enough, you can sell them for full price.
You can sell an item for 1/4 its cost on a
Nice.
successful negotiation
negotiation
increasing with success.
One half.
But you
of
can
two
get
successes
you can
and
get up
3/4
close
of
to it.
reward.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you can roll a streetwise if you're trying to sell it on the black market.
This isn't exactly the black market.
I mean, I can.
Whatever.
If people want me to try negotiate, I can try negotiate. I don't know how many. Like, if Jordan wants rolls for each individual item, or just do
Give me
a overall.
Just give me a blanket roll.
What
And
difficulty
hey,
is it?
since you're doing that, feel free to take a bigger cut.
Be an
I feel like
average.
the entire group would have 2 grand, something like that.
It'd be. Let's just say it's an average difficulty.
I'm not saying that I want to sell like the things that I got. I'd just be interested in hearing the prices for them.
Well, it's the thing. It's like hot items.
Yeah.
Hot items. They're old. They're a little bit beat up. Some of them actually still have.
they
a lot
have
of-
some antique value and they're perfectly functional.
Unfortunately, it got canceled out.
You're so sick. You're so advantageous. You know that if you were trying to sell something else, it'd probably do really well. You don't have any of that though.
We don't have any of that
I
nebulous.
talked him down
anything
to
else.
I talked him up to a great price on those frog slugs that we just spoiled like a giant crate of.
What
So,
if
yeah.
what if we tried to sell the manifest information? Huh?
And what about
I feel like that would fall into the underworld category.
That's pay data.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would not be averse to trying to make that sort of contacts, and
I do have a data pad full of blackmail.
I have a yellow and 2 greens on that kind of roll.
for what?
Well-
For underworld, streetwise related stuff.
Yeah, I've got 1 yellow, 1 green. For streetwise, I have 1 yellow, 2 greens.
Same here.
Fenceless data?
In that case, couldn't like both of you try then? I mean, there's like no. is
Worst
there-
case,
alternatively-
none of us-
Alternatively, Jay could take the lead and get 2 nice boost dice.
if Jordan will allow.
In this situation, I will, because you're both trying something.
Go
That's
for it.
team. Team. Alright, update. So I will give Streetwise a roll. With
Difficulty
dose,
3.
boost dice, and difficulty. Trace.
Win.
Fuck yeah.
I succeeded and got
All
a
the
ton of
advantage.
advantages.
You've got a 1 success.
Yeah, I succeeded and
Yeah,
got
we were
a
trying to
ton
find
of
the contact.
advantages.
Yeah, you've got a point of contact to sell theoretical pay data to.
Is there any
I
boon from the advantage?
You do get information. You do get some information about other useful people on the bazaar. So who will be named when deemed important.
To the effect of lower difficulties when trying to do these sorts of rolls again?
Something like that.
Okay.
But in regards to actually like increasing the value of it, no, those advantages don't matter. It's actually pure successes that come into play.
Yeah.
Right, it's just the advantages still do something.
Yeah.
You also gotta remember that that data's probably gone now that you shot up that room.
Maybe?
It
Probably?
increased its value.
Maybe? Probably? Could be like that one episode of Sherlock where all the guy's blackmail was in his head.
I mean, they're just lucky that I didn't have a thermal detonator.
Those are expensive and very rare.
And very illegal.
Yeah, extremely.
Besides, it was full of...
All right, so
people
you got
for
a,
the
so you got a
system.
success. You got a person who's willing to buy your manifest of cargo and your random assortment of blackmail. He's-
One of the bits just cuts out as it finishes and gets to the juicy part.
It's like Colonel such and such of the Imperial Garrison likes to have blank. Do his
It's-
blank.
It's really just a giant Mad Lib.
It's pretty much just like that. It's like cuts out the juicy bits. So it's like you could really there's some tidbits in there. Nothing really useful for you, but it's like it's like
We're not going to be near Fada.
Well, the question would end up being how much does Jay like find it to be worth from this guy?
the guy is willing to give you 300 credits for everything.
You want to hold out for someone else who might think this is pertinent and try to go to another location, or do you think
No.
that? Yeah.
Can,
Add
this,
that to the ship fund.
Okay.
can I attempt to negotiate this one since it's now illicit instead of legal?
What do you mean it's illicit and not illegal?
Well, this isn't exactly legal information we're trading. This is stolen stuff that's going to probably lead to some sort of illegal activities.
You can try.
Difficulty?
We'll say 2 because of the earlier advantages. All right. 350.
Jerk.
Value. That's an increase of 1/6 the value.
Hey, that also increases.
No, I was calling the guy a jerk, not you.
Okay.
That increases the ship credits. That covers for all of the minor repairs and refueling that we had to do. So
Yep. And then some.
yes,
And
and then
what this cost us was giving some Duros some PTSD.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I might have,
And
might
Ryan,
have gotten...
and Ryan, increase your obligation by 2.
For what?
You have a bounty because of the Duros you tried to shoot at. I'm joking.
I didn't try to shoot at Duros.
They don't know that.
They don't know that. Jesus. There's like 2 feet of snow outside. Not really.
there's like 2 feet of snow outside. Not really. I like
It's
that.
like-
There's like 2 feet of no.
It's like 3 inches, if that.
If possible, I think one thing I definitely want to pick up is the control emotional belief.
Force power.
Yeah,
Go for it.
it's a expansion off of influence.
Go for it.
That's the wave your hand and make people think things.
Yeah, and then you guys are gonna be like, what the hell is Laana doing?
Well, I mean, there's nothing that actually states you have to wave your hand.
But you're going to wave your hand every single time.
Yeah, you just mix it into,
These are not-
overly
Just look like a
gesturing with
New
your
Yorker.
hands.
This is not the droid you're looking for over here.
Yeah, you definitely don't phrase it as obviously as Obi-Wan.
Over here.
I love you.
You do some World of Darkness discipline shit or what is
You
it?
mean like throw rock?
There's presence and what's the other one? Dominate?
Presence,
Like that one where
dominate, and
part
majesty.
of your sentence becomes
Dominate's the
I'm
one
not talking about.
Don't
Yeah,
dominate.
where you make eye contact and say a phrase
The first,
right,
the
you
first
can
power of dominate.
blend it into your
very easily. Yeah.
command. You can blend it into your sentence.
Aaron, make Jay talk like he's from Brooklyn.
No.
Yes.
No, I wasn't doing the accent, but he actually talks like he's from, like, the rough end of UK.
Did he talk like Hawkston?
Sure.
Is he a Peaky Blinder?
Rakcharr added a weapon. Antiquated heavy blast rifle. Hell yeah.
I'm actually going to have a vibro knife installed in his other hand.
All right.
Not
Rakcharr
sure.
added a weapon and then made it so that it used the brawl skill by accident. That's not right.
Accident, huh?
A heavy blaster rifle.
Fascinating. Tell me more.
Tell me more how this thing uses that.
He's beating them with it, obviously.
I mean, you can. I'm not gonna stop you.
I think I actually want to take the insight talent.
Oh, really?
Really
Under
so.
smuggler, or is that under what?
It's FSE. It makes perception, discipline, career skills.
I don't understand why this. Oh, perception and discipline are going to become career skills. That's nice.
Yeah, the thing is that power uses discipline.
Why won't you fucking straighten
I
out?
don't know. I'm not entirely convinced of what I want yet.
Okay.
I'll probably spend all week going over it.
Give me the 110% answer.
Not until next Monday.
All right.
He'll transcend above 100% next Monday.
That's what I called it earlier,
Here we go.
because I didn't have my final character sheet until like noon today.
Mm-hmm.
He did it.
Because even after I made a final sheet, I started changing things. Even to the point of considering career change, and then decide not to.
Yeah, he told me that you were considering a career change yesterday. I'm like, what?
I mean, the entire character story would have been the same, but it would have been more focused on legal trade than illegal.
Well, glad you did that. It would made things weird.
I just stuck with it anyway.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Ryan?
What isn't wrong with me?
So you're not really going to be doing much in the smuggler tree, eh?
I think, well, I'm actually looking at it now. Like, there are things I like in it, but you just have to, like, build down to them.
I like quick draw, but it doesn't build.
That's what I'm looking at now. Convincing demeanor is also quite helpful once we get into actual social line situations.
The problem with
Yeah.
convincing demeanor is I don't know how you can get to it without going all the way down to the bottom and then moving up again.
You can buy the standalone one for a very quick increase, then you can take black market contacts for another, and then convincing demeanor again for the second one.
I mean, oh yeah, I see what you mean.
So you can get to it very quickly, but
You have to buy the one directly above it or something like that. Okay.
and the one on the left branches on the beeline to dedication.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also in the Force Sensitive Exile branch.
Well, whatever you pick, just tell me about it. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I grabbed stuff.
You did what?
I grabbed stuff.
Slicer
Those-
gear for 500, 5 emergency repair patches, for 125 credits.
Let me check Slicer Gear real fast.
100 credits. Climbing.
When you get a chance, could you roll 2 more of those modding checks?
Indeed, I can.
Thank you.
Corellian whiskey. 500 credits.
Is
That's
it for sale out
25
here?
individual bottle.
That shit's
Yeah,
rare.
they sell that shit here. It's just expensive.
Exactly.
It's like... I'm trying to think.
I think the lore is that even Corellians don't really drink Corellian whiskey outside of Corellia because they hold on to it so...
I'm trying to think of the
closely.
idea of a expensive whiskey that is found everywhere, and I can't really think of one.
Hmm.
I was gonna say Jack
Single
Daniels.
malt scotch?
Maybe.
Oh,
I was
you
gonna
got
say-
Scotch, Irish, blended, bourbon.
That's why I just said single malt.
Don't you fucking start with this shit.
Ye old generic whiskey.
Ye Olde Generic Whiskey Emporium.
Limited Esquire.
Unlimited Esquire. Trusty Antonius. Trusty Antonius presiding.
Whiskius Fidelis Limited Esquire.
Whiskey is Fidelis!
God damn.
That's the name of the store.
There was a guy who was just so trustworthy.
That's the name of the ship.
Whiskey.
Oh my god.
You guys never
go with that.
Our ship, the Whiskius Fidelis.
Just call it Fidelis.
the truth.
in a language that doesn't exist in this.
Yeah,
This,
name it
galaxy.
some Latin nonsense. Fake.
This puts me in a situation that I can fully repair J3PO one time. With
Might need some more packs at that rate.
Alright. If you guys want to, the map that will be the home for most of the game will be the Starfield near Theta until it'll just probably become the Starfield eventually, but
Okay.
that has the big ship map that you can do shit to.
Yay.
Ship.
We have our big ship
Fleet
map,
token,
everyone.
place token.
And you have your astromech droid that you stole.
Yes.
We liberated him.
I liberated it.
We kidnapped him.
I didn't kidnap
We liberally liberated him.
it is free to go back to Theta if it wishes, as far as I'm concerned.
I will agree that liberate is being liberal with the term.
He's going to shock you with his arc welder. That'll be it. He won't be able to do anything else.
It'll leave a
I don't think it's being
That would be
liberal
one
with the
hell of a
term.
shot.
I freed it from Forta the Hutt and whatever they were forcing to do there, and if it wants to go back, if it was actually being there of its own free will, then you go back. With my
then he
apologies.
can feel free to try to find his way.
Oh, it has a ride there.
oh, God damn.
I mean,
But he has no reason to leave. You guys are kind of, life is fun with you guys.
okay.
That's one word for it.
I'm not going to hold the Astro Droid here against its will. That's the one thing that I want to have happen, is this Astro Droid, who I might trust the astrogation to, being held here against its will. That
Oh,
sounds
and I
like
need
a
to do this
stupid
model.
life choice.
The escaped slave taking slaves.
Yeah, it's not
One boost, right?
What?
I need to do more mod rolls for J.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same weapon, Aaron?
no.
Okay. The same mod, excuse me, which that's a no.
Nope. This is installing 2 mods on my new knife
Nice.
with the
Rolling for knife mod.
Vibro
commensurately
knife or what?
increasing credit cost. For
First mod
successful
roll.
mod.
Right.
Vibro or combat knife?
It's vibrant. Hey, look, it succeeded.
Cool, got that one.
The next thing, if it's like the same attachment, I think that also upgrades the difficulty by 1.
I don't think it does.
I think if you're...
It does. Each additional mod installed in an attachment beyond the first increases the difficulty and the cost.
It increases the cost by 100, but the difficulty just adds another purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you need
this
another
next one's
purple?
going
That
to
roll could not fail with another purple.
So this next one is going to need 4 purples.
Okay. Good luck.
Is this the same mod?
This is a second mod on that knife.
On the,
on
is
that
it,
attachment on that knife.
it's the second mod on the same attachment.
Yes, on the same attachment.
Yes.
Okay.
There's actually no limit to mods on attachments that I've seen.
Just,
Basically, as many as you're willing to pay for and successfully mod.
Yeah, the limit is them getting locked out, and you can only install
See,
It
any given
happened.
one once.
my-
Perfect.
My confusion is, if the difficulty dice aren't upgraded, then how will any of the checks generate a despair? Which
Well,
there's
if
a
it's,
specific
if it's
entry for the
upgrading
despair.
them, that's not adding a dice, that's turning them red.
I think the maximum amount of difficulty you can have anything is 5, and at that point you can't add any more purple. They start upgrading to
Well,
red.
it depends whether it says upgrade or add a difficulty die.
Well, that's the difference. You can only, I think, the maximum number of difficulty
So-
enough you can have it.
Because, well,
it says
upgrade for everything else.
increases the difficulty check by 1.
I think that it's only under extenuating circumstances that it can get upgraded like that.
Okay.
Because
Everything else
getting
in
the
the game-
entire attachment ruined is a big fucking deal.
Everything else in the game that says upgrade or increase doesn't immediately add dice. It turns them red or yellow. And then once they're all full, then it adds the next die.
Also, now I have a sweet-ass Pierce 4 knife.
He has a vibro knife.
Yeah.
A really, really shaky vibro knife.
That's your new nickname.
Shaky.
J Shaky 3PO.
Oh, I thought it was
I
going
don't
to
want
be
to name
Vibro.
this Astro
His
Droid.
legs were definitely shaky tonight. And his hand.
Yes?
His
You know, I'm
entire
gonna ask.
body.
Hey, you should ask the Astro Droid what we should call it other than its unit designation.
What is its designation?
What? Because I'm a droid, we got some kind of rapport going?
It already doesn't like me.
Why not? You're the one that can fix it when the Wookiee rips its legs off.
Yes,
Oh,
but I
hi,
also
kid.
Okay, the robot indicates that its designation is R5B33.
And what does he prefer to go by?
B.
Does he have a nickname?
He likes being called B.
All right.
Alright,
So
B.
J and B.
Yes, there's your rom-com right there.
We're steadily
Rom-com.
building up an
Yep,
alphabet.
rom-com.
It can't just be a sitcom. It has
No.
to be a romance.
Has to be a rom-com. I
J
have
and
made
J
this,
and B.
So,
I
okay,
have made this judgment.
but I'm all right with this as long as it's a buddy cop rom-com.
I'm alright with that so long as you actually do some law enforcement type things.
Whoa, a droid's rolling force.
We're gonna have a problem here now.
That droid just used the force.
You'll never know about it.
I would sense it maybe.
No, droids can't hack droids.
you would never expect the droid to use the force though.
And it'll
My God.
it'll shock you into submission.
It's actually a small person stuffed into an R5 suit.
I do it!
So that's why it's a dick.
Right. I freed you, little person. You're free. Go, be free.
Go play.
Go play. In your freedom, play. Freedom.
freedom.
What even?
Go freedom. Out there. In the land. Yes. Good job, Jordan.
It went well.
I enjoyed being shot.
Did you? I'll make
No,
sure, I'll make sure
I
to
really
pencil,
didn't.
I'll make sure to pencil it in for next session.
That's right. I had this in mind, that this is what I was going to do for the past month. You know, I hadn't changed the character sheet at all, and as it turns out, that's what transpired.
You
Yep.
definitely got to punch some shit.
I rolled 7 advantages one time while I was punching shit. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I
you
rolled
did.
10. That was success. Get on it.
Yeah, well, I don't need all these boost dice to coddle me whenever I roll my advantages. I just roll them.
Fine, no more assistance for you.
Damage 1?
+1.
Why is it +1? Why does it say...
Okay, so I've got...
You've done the
thought it
damage
would
wrong.
actually include the brawl in there.
I think if
Not
you
the
put a
brawl, brawn.
plus, yeah, unfortunately, it does. If you put a +1 in there, I'm pretty sure it sees it as a math equation and just gets the 1.
Isn't that...
Yeah.
Isn't a vibro knife a melee attack?
Yeah.
Why are you doing brawl?
It's not brawl. I corrected myself to say brawn.
Okay. I thought vibro knives had a specific damage type.
+1.
It's brawn +1.
It's brawn +1, so you should replace that damage entry with 3.
Which I have.
It's
This has already
okay.
happened.
Aaron, you need to replace that.
This spike.
Yeah, it's like a spike that extends out from between his front 2 knuckles.
Not
On the
have
head.
at me.
I can't believe it succeeded.
It's gonna hurt, but
You did you give an enemy like a free maneuver.
I did 1 damage.
Yeah, that'll totally bypass the soak.
missed.
Yeah, no, I need to increase melee more as
You
well.
couldn't bypass your own soak with that.
Actually, that would do 2 damage, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would do
It would.
successes.
Yeah.
You
It would
still
just-
couldn't bypass your own soak with that.
I know, right? Like, I can't really hit hard enough to even hurt unarmed person. Unarmored person.
Test out this.
The average brawn of 2 will soak most of my
Make sure
hits.
This works. Alright, cool, that works. And then the Vibro Axe. It's tested out. I don't have any proficiency with this. But that's okay. I'll just ability it up.
But yeah, the real point of that vibro knife there is that it crits on 1 advantage.
Just shank someone to death with a
Yeah.
constantly crit.
Yeah, just build up their crit percentage until they die.
Hey, any minion, man, you crit them, bam, they're done.
No, exactly. So I'm just going
Hurricane
to...
of-
As
I-
long
in
as you get past soak, yeah.
in future sessions, I'm going to be increasing melee a little bit as well to actually be able to reliably hit with it.
One more punch for the road.
Oh, you might want to change the text on that Bantha's Eye laser sight thing
Yeah,
to make it generates 1 advantage on hit.
yeah, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
All right, that one last Vibro Knucklers roll for the road.
Which, actually...
Triumph.
Triumphant road.
Mm-hmm.
The road is triumphant.
All
not the hit.
right.
Yeah!
Let's just get all these good rolls out of our system before next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some cheddar monks against you guys.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Rockin' that.
Yummy.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping the rifle, but I'm not going to keep it with me.
You might want to get a sling for it.
I'm not sure if I'll actually mod it or just keep it on the ship.
I mean, how
But
if you
I'm
get a sling?
definitely
You
going to
would,
be picking up a pistol.
if you get a sling for it, that would lower the encumbrance value.
Let's see, what are they called? Repair patches?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I need to carry around a Vibro Axe with me. It's just I wanted to pick up a trinket. The Vibro Axe that hurt me.
Hey, Aaron, can you
A
move
trinket, you say?
Can you move your character to the Starfield near Feta map?
Yes. Copy. Start.
He
I
is
see
there.
right
there.
He's in the gunnier chair.
Yeah, he has, and he's been doing updates to his other character.
Paste. And delete that one. There we go.
J3PO1.
Oh god, he's multiplying.
He has
Surplus
the technology.
3PO.
Only the GM can
I like how his designation. Oh, somebody screwed up your name. There it goes. I like how his designation has just been turned into a name.
Yes.
Just gonna have
Yeah,
Jordan talk
Jay
as
can
a
speak
droid
binary
next.
too.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, B there is short for backup character.
I think his battery's dying.
I'd like to think that at one point you two are just gonna start smoking and sparking to speak at each other.
That was awesome! Amazing, even!
I'm glad you
We're
guys.
like the worst possible version of C-3PO and R2-D2.
I knew this was the best rom-com!
I'm glad you guys had fun.
Whoa, are you saying that 3PO and R2 are a couple?
Yes.
Have you not seen every single movie?
Yes. All you have to do now is just match this level of intensity or surpass it in the next session, Jordan. And then the next session.
We'll see what happens.
You had a month to think about session 1. You only have a week to think about session 2 now.
I've already been thinking about the 2 sessions ahead of this one.
As the game suddenly becomes bi-weekly.
It might, but it's like I have to work late on Mondays.
Right. All right. I'm going to depart from this call, folks.